can see the journey, and there is one more person. Okay. Hello, Debjani. I see Sam, so let me bring him. Hi, Devaduti. So, Sam, I'm sending you the request. Please accept so that you can come in live with me. Eito.
I don't know if I'm audible or not. Am I?
You are.
Oh, wait.
You are already live, but পুরোটা দেখা যাচ্ছে না. You can only see till your nose.
Yes, that's because I haven't entered the kitchen yet. So
Okay.
once I do, everyone will get to see what's on the menu.
All right. Okay. So let's just wait for a couple of more minutes. It's not yet 7:30. We just
Right.
logged in a little bit earlier. So if you have to set up everything, you can set it up in the meantime.
Uh, yeah, everything is pretty much set up already.
All right. Okay. So let's just hold on for what's the time right now? 2 more minutes. We'll wait. Okay, but your video is freezing in between.
Yeah, that's because people are, texting me on whether I should be cooking or not. So that is causing an interference in the video. So that's what I.
Okay. Okay. Hi Shrestha. Hi Debodhuti. Hi Debjani.
Yeah,
So
even
yes.
my mom is supposed to join today's session.
So I think yeah, people are joining in. Asta people are joining in. So it's okay. Right now 7, and slowly people would join in. So I think it's 7:30 already. Yeah, it's 7:31. We can start our session today. People can join in slowly, steadily if they want.
Yeah.
And we are on time. Thankfully, technology did not ditch us today. And yeah. So, Sam, before we actually start with the spices and healing with spices,
Yeah.
so I would like to know from you, what does healing means to you?
So healing would be, I don't know, getting over your pain, getting over your problems. That's pretty much healing to me. I mean, getting over your past and moving on to a better future, better
Mm,
tomorrow. That is
mm.
healing to me.
Okay.
I
And
know there are scars uh,
mm,
that take time to heal,
right,
but they do heal. So that's it.
right. So, what are your major tools to heal yourself from the daily wear and tear?
Uh, to be very honest, I don't get much time to cook nowadays, but I lead a very busy life. One of the reasons why I'm not that much active on the group is mainly because I live a very hectic lifestyle where I start my day from around 8:39 in the morning, and it ends at around 12:31 at night.
Hmm.
So I never actually get time to do anything that I like. But whenever I get some time, I usually I have a two-wheeler, so I usually go out here and there. I mean, destination does not matter to me.
Hmm.
So I just get out with my vehicle and out on the road. Other than that, I've developed a new. I would say I had it back in me, but I never did it. But I've started reading books, and I also try reading books. And so cooking was something that I never actually thought would heal me. I've
Hmm.
been cooking since I was in class 5 or 6, and back then it was only to feed my own hunger.
Okay.
So, but recently, what I realized is cooking does distract you or channelize your anger and other emotions, and it actually helps you to get over with the problems that you have, in the
Hmm.
sense that suppose you're having a fight, and then
Hmm.
you just to get out of that situation you have to escape somewhere. So
Hmm.
you can either escape out of the house or you can escape into the
Hmm. Hmm.
using spices as a method of healing. I feel is very important because there are a lot of things that are associated with cooking. So
Hmm.
it's the spices, it's the sound, it's the aroma. Everything plays a very important role in taking
Hmm.
you away into a different world.
Hmm.
So I think this is a form of healing, and what I believe is your emotions, your mood plays a very important role in the dish that you're. If you are angry, there are times when I've cooked meals that have a high percentage of salt or seasonings. And when I'm in a very good mood, when I'm very happy, the food
Hmm.
is really great. So
And today,
it plays
what are
a
you today?
I'm in a good mood.
Good,
Uh,
thank God.
yeah, the food is going to be good.
Okay, okay. So spices, when you say spices, we know spices, especially Indian spices, they not only have uh, apart from the taste aspect, spices also have a very healing aspect too. Like in med, it is also there are a lot of spices that are used for medicinal aspect. So so what are you going to, so healing with spices, as you said, that cooking, the aroma, the flavor, everything helps you to calm down if things are not working in your favor.
Okay.
So and so what are you going to cook for us today? How what healing are you doing for us today?
Okay. Okay. Great. So, I mean, how many people have joined us in the session?
You can see that on the top left hand corner, you can see people are coming and people are going, so that is how what is happening. So
Okay.
it was 10, then it became 6, so like that it is happening.
Because
It's okay.
what I can see from here is that you and me, and there
Hmm.
are no other notifications that are coming. So, am I
Oh,
doing
is it?
something wrong? Yeah. I don't know.
You can't see the comments?
No, I'm not being able to say anything.
Oh, that shouldn't have been, because so right now we have 7 people, and so many people are just saying hi because we have not yet started the cooking part. So till now
Yeah.
they are just eagerly waiting for the weekend dinner.
Okay. So, okay, without wasting any time, I'll start my. So,
Hmm.
today we are going to make two dishes in a very short time. The first
Okay.
one, I don't have a name. I usually don't keep names to whatever I cook. So this is more of, uh, I'll be covering a Chinese dish and then a continental dish. So with Chinese, we Bengalis have a very fondness towards Chinese, the quintessential chili chicken and fried rice. So I'm going to make something different. Not typically a desi Chinese, but it's a mixture of authentic and desi. So it's a dish which is made with chicken, and the other one is the famous chicken salad that people have been uh, asking the recipe for.
Hmm.
So whether it's in office or whether it's the people who come to my house for get together, they
Mm-hmm.
always say, "What is the recipe for this?" So I usually don't like spilling out beans, but today I'm going to show the recipe so that people can make it at home.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so should we start?
I have just one question before you
Yeah,
start. So for people who are vegetarian like us, like
yeah,
Shrestha who is watching or I who is watching and
yeah.
conducting the live, somebody who doesn't do chicken, so can we just remove the chicken part from your salad and still have that?
Absolutely. Both the dishes that I'm making,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I often face this situation where a lot of people are eating veg on Tuesdays or Thursdays, but we need to have that party and I need to cook. So what I do is I usually replace the chicken with tofu or
Okay,
paneer. So
okay,
normally I saute the paneer or I fry it
okay.
after marinating it, of course. And I
Mm-hmm.
can easily, I mean, the dishes that I'm making, you can easily replace the chicken with tofu or paneer.
Okay,
So
cool.
yeah, right. So I'm gonna need some help with the camera. Just
So do you have a stand where you can put the camera? You know?
no, I have a someone who will hold it
Okay.
for me.
Okay.
So
All right,
let me
sure.
show you the ingredients first. Okay,
Oh,
awesome. So
ooh, that
lot
looks
of
nice.
ingredients and yeah, so I have prepared everything well before in hand so that I don't spend time in getting things ready.
Correct.
So should we start with the Chinese item first?
Yes, yes. So there is a
Okay.
question for you from Arnab. Arnab is asking, and you would know Arnab. He's the manager Arnab Chaudhary. He is asking, how about soya chunks in place of chicken?
Soya chunks would do good, but the only problem would be that I've tried it before. The problem with soya chunks is after boiling and using it, it usually soaks everything up. So if you are
Hmm.
trying to make a dry item, it gets
Hmm.
excessively dry.
Okay.
So it's still possible. It's about trial and error, but I prefer using both. That goes
Okay.
with the dish.
Okay. Cool.
And
Let's start. Hmm.
soybean chunk, it won't go good with the salad. So
Right. 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 Cool. Let's start. Hmm.
yeah, okay.
Okay.
So I'll run around here and there, and I hope you're okay with that.
Absolutely. As long as we can see the dish, we are okay with everything.
Okay, just give me a minute. Can you see
Sure.
the stove properly?
Yes, yes, we can see the oven.
Okay, okay, just give me a minute. Okay, that
And Shrestha is asking a question that can they add mushrooms? Oh, there is mushroom. Shrestha, he just showed the ingredient. There is mushroom.
so Shrestha likes mushroom, is it?
Shrestha is a vegetarian and she likes mushroom, paneer, and so I don't eat mushroom, but I am okay with anything else apart from mushrooms and chicken. Oh. So we are starting with the chili chicken. Is that what you're saying, right?
If that's what you want to call it, I'm okay with it.
Oh, okay, no problem. You can name your dish if you want to.
I'll let the other guys name it.
Okay, okay.
So I'll try and add some oil as little as possible.
Okay. Any specific oil or any oil would do?
So an authentic Chinese uses sesame oil, but
Okay.
I use the normal oil, white oil.
Okay.
That's what I use.
Okay.
So I'll start off with garlic.
Okay.
I'm left-handed, so I hope you already know that. Some ginger,
What is okay?
okay, followed by chili. So these are
Okay.
split chili, and so I'll start let it brown up a little bit. So for the chicken, I was preparing the chicken well beforehand,
Okay.
and I've actually grilled the chicken. So I'll be
Okay.
using grilled chicken for this.
Okay. Grilled with anything or just grilled? Or
Just with salt and some soy sauce.
okay.
Yeah. So we'll have to keep it as dry as possible. That's the trick here. And we should not add oil completely at the beginning, but we can add oil slowly as and when
Okay.
we proceed. So
Okay.
next we are adding onions to it.
Okay.
We are ingredient. So you have to add this.
This is what the I
It's called bok choy.
okay. And what is that?
They are leaves basically, flavored
Oh,
fragrant leaves.
okay.
So most of the Chinese restaurants use this. So I'll just top it up. So now the main thing about Chinese is the heat has to be high. So if you see right now at the bottom, the heat is low because I was adding the vegetables. But now that I've added the vegetables, I'm going to put it on high.
Okay. I can't hear you properly, Sam.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now it's better.
Okay. So we'll just have to toss this, and then when we add a little salt here.
Okay.
So you need to be careful that you don't overcook the vegetable.
Right.
Okay, so while this cooks, let me show you something. Um, so I have prepared a sauce. Now, am I audible?
Not very clearly. Your voice is kind of a little.
Is it better now?
It's better now. Yeah.
Okay. So I prepared a sauce. Now this sauce here is made up of your plain and simple tomato ketchup,
Okay.
soy sauce,
Okay.
green chili sauce,
Okay.
uh, fish sauce,
Okay.
and some sugar.
Okay.
So this is that sauce,
Okay.
and I'll be adding it to this. Followed by the chicken. So this is the chicken, diced up.
Okay.
This is the grilled chicken. I'll add it to this.
So at this point, we can add chicken or we can add paneer, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So the next trick here is corn flour.
Okay.
So of all the dry items that we have in restaurants, whether it's pan fried chicken or chili chicken dry or all those dishes
Hmm.
that are dry. So the restaurants, what they do is they add corn flour to make it dry. But there's a
Right.
trick to it. So what we do is we usually create a solution of water and corn flour, which is called a
Hmm.
slurry. But
Okay.
here we're going to do something different to make it dry. So
Okay.
I'll show you. So we just wait for the chicken pieces and the vegetables to soak up some of that salt.
Right.
And we'll take the corn flour and then sprinkle it on it.
Right.
So a sprinkle followed by spreading out.
Mm-hmm.
And this process would continue till the time you get your consent.
Okay.
Usually takes about 4 to 5 times because we
Okay.
are adding it in very less quantity.
So we have to sprinkle and mix till the time that it becomes dry.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
Because if you add water to this, you'll
Mm-hmm.
end up getting a lot of gravy, which you don't want. So,
Mm-hmm.
and corn flour is something. If you add corn flour in a large quantity, suddenly it'll form
Mm-hmm.
lumps. So we don't want lumps
Right.
here.
Right.
So if you can see, we have got a very dryish kind of consistency here.
Yes.
And guess what? We are done.
Ah, okay. Wonderful. So what would you call this dish?
Uh, let's see that in the comments. Let's see if people actually give us names.
Okay, so people who are watching us live, Sam is asking that what would you want to call this dish? So he is asking for names from you. He can't see the comments for some reason, but if you can suggest any names, I will tell him what names have come. Unless people have just gone to the kitchen to find out if something is prepared because we are hungry. So people who are watching us live, please suggest names. What would you call this dish? Any names? Anybody? It looks lovely.
Yeah, so this is the dish.
This is your definitely your dinner. Just throw a little bit before you start eating because otherwise you will have stomach issues.
I know that I would have done that anyways.
Okay, I think so. So I would rather, what would you would have called this? It's with chicken, it's with corn flour, it's with so many
Yeah.
spices. What would you call
So
this?
it's kind of hot here. So
Yes.
I would have probably called it, I don't know, maybe chicken with uh, bok choy, or maybe stir fried chicken with bok choy. Plain and simple.
Okay. Okay. And we can just replace the chicken with paneer or tofu and just say this,
Yeah.
use the same name. Yeah. Devdeep is saying he is hungry.
Yeah. I'm glad. I'm glad Devdeep and Arnab joined.
Even
They
Somesh is
they
watching.
know they have been a part of all this when I used to cook back, and they have always encouraged me to cook and make these dishes.
And you also have this history of finding out hair from any dish that has been cooked and presented to you.
Uh so yeah, it happens with me. I don't know how it happens with me, but whether it be a pizza from Domino's or whether it be a restaurant in Park Street,
Hmm.
the food comes to my table, and I usually have this habit of checking for things that are not there, because I was a part of this industry and I know what happens in the kitchen. And these so-called five-star restaurants that actually uh, advertise hygiene standards and everything, it's nothing like that. I have seen glasses that have come out from the restaurant with lipstick on them, which means a lady must have used that glass.
Hmm.
Instead of washing it, the lipstick stain was just wiped and sent back to the restaurant as a clean glass. So I have seen all of these things happen. Plates not being clean, just wiped and sent back. So
Okay.
I'm very finicky about all these things. So I end up
Hmm.
finding hair, I end up finding stained glasses, and I'm usually running after the manager saying, "Get this clean." So Swiggy people are a bit paranoid with me. So a lot of time, lot of fights and arguments happen. Lot of replacement food comes. So a lot of things happen.
All right. So we have two more comments. One is from
Yeah.
Devdeep who's saying, "You be the best man." And Shrestha is saying, "I'm craving Chinese right now."
Okay. So we'll move on to the next dish.
Mm-hmm.
So the salad that everyone keeps asking me the recipe for. So I'll show you what this recipe is, and trust me, it's one of the simplest of recipes you can ever find.
Okay.
So I'll just switch my camera.
Okay.
Uh, I'll start off with the ingredients. I always shop all of these things when I'm at Spencer's. So I have this Thousand Island.
Okay.
This is one. Southwest Chipotle. This is two.
Okay.
Sweet onion. This
All
is
right.
three. Vinaigrette. This is
Okay.
four. Five is this ranch dressing. So it's
Okay.
basically garlic and mayonnaise. And English sauce.
So basically, you have everything from Viva. You have become the brand ambassador of Viva.
Not always. I have things from Kia also.
Okay.
So Italian seasoning,
Okay.
red chili flakes,
Flakes. Yeah.
and this. So this is something which is very dangerous, but
Hmm.
I like doing this. So this
Okay.
is
This is
available in
spicy.
Spencer's. Yeah, it's very spicy.
Okay. Is this
So
something like Bhoot Jalokia types?
yes, yes, it has
Okay.
Naga jolokia inside it. So Naga
Okay.
chilies. This is made from
Hmm.
Naga chilies.
Oh, okay.
So for ingredients, we'll keep it plain and simple. So I'll show you the ingredients as in when I proceed.
Correct.
So the base of the salad should usually be very leafy.
All right.
I've added uh, cabbage here. This is
Okay.
finely sliced. You can add lettuce to it as well. I didn't get good lettuce in the market today, so I didn't feel like adding it. So this is cabbage.
In between, there is one comment that has come from Rohan. Uh,
Yeah,
Rohan is saying স্যান্ডউইচের রেসিপিটাও দেখাস.
sandwich recipe is actually very similar to this salad. The
Okay.
only thing that is added is the meat.
All right.
So the recipe is almost the same. It's just that you add uh, the ham or bacon or chicken or whatever you want to add with it,
Hmm.
and yeah, you just put it in the middle of the bread, and your sandwich is ready.
Okay. Sumi is saying that मैं अभी भी बोल रही हूँ शेफ बन जाओ.
Chef, chef. Actually, no, because I there is something that I never wanted to be, and that was a chef because I have seen people cooking the same thing for hours and hours. I mean, I won't take the name of the five-star hotel where I did my training, but I've seen cooks cook the same gravy for 12 hours, 14 hours, for months, for years.
Hmm.
So I don't find anything creative in that. The
Hmm.
only people who are creative are the ones who are either opening their own show or promoting their own show,
Hmm.
or they have channel to get to a master chef or something like that, and then they can showcase their skills. Cooking is something about creativity. You make something unique out of ingredients, and
Hmm.
if someone tells me to cook a white gravy or aloo dum gravy for 12 hours, I won't do that. So that is the reason why I didn't choose to be a chef. But there is no need to be a chef to cook good food. That is what I feel. Anyone can cook good food. You just need to have a
Absolutely.
sense. Yeah, you just need to have a sense of the ingredient,
Mhm.
what goes with what, and then
Hmm.
that's what it's all about, trial and error.
Yeah.
So yeah, so after the cabbage, we add carrots,
Carrot. Hmm.
we add onions,
Okay.
we add bell peppers or capsicum, what do you put?
Okay.
Add some salt and pepper. So I use this special salt. This is Himalayan salt.
Okay. Pink salt, you mean?
Yeah, yeah. I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Some peppers,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna add Italian seasoning,
Okay.
followed by the red chili.
Okay.
So this has to be used very little, not too much.
Right.
Okay. So I've made a mixture of all these sauces. I
Mm-hmm.
have it in the fridge. I'll get it. So I'll add the chicken again. You can use your uh, grilled paneer, or you can use fried or sautéed tofu with it.
Okay.
Both, what also goes good with this type of salad is if you have fruits that are slightly grilled,
Mm.
pineapple,
Mm.
watermelon. So
Mm.
these are they go very good with this.
Okay.
So this is the sauce that I have.
Right.
So I'm gonna apply this.
Devdeep is writing chicken salad and with that slurp emoticon.
And now the final ingredient
Yeah.
is the sauce.
Do you get this sauce also in Spencer's?
Everything is bought from Spencer. Everything.
Okay.
So now we just have to mix this.
Okay.
So this is like a modified version of the coleslaw. So coleslaw is an American salad,
Hmm.
and they use the same ingredients. It's just that they add only mayonnaise to this.
Hmm.
Uh, this is a modern version of it.
Okay.
I'm not too much into plate presentation, so please excuse me on that.
Doesn't matter. Everything is going to get into the stomach.
Exactly.
I could have just had the salad only without minus the chicken part. But that itself is a standalone dish with so many things.
Yes. So this is ready.
Wow. Can we have both the dish placed side by side?
Yeah, sure. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
You might need to turn the camera, in the different, yeah, better. Yeah. Okay. Devdevi said, Sam, Mami asked I can't resist any further.
So I've probably shown you the recipe. Cook at home, feed me. I I've cooked a lot. Now you guys feed me. This is the salad,
This looks awesome. Actually, it's look very delicious.
and
Wow.
this
So you're going to have this with what? Noodles or rice?
I prefer liquids, but okay, maybe noodles. Yeah, noodles would go.
Noodles would go, right? Because the chicken is a little spicy, a little bland. Noodles would go with it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll probably toss up noodles with some salt and pepper,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're good with this.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You can't still see the comments coming up?
No, I'll probably see the recording later on.
Okay. Somesh is saying nice. Shrestha says looks amazing, too good. People are
Yeah.
sending love symbols. Who and what
Thank you
you
so
can
much.
see it. Right. And that too
So
within half an hour you cooked two dish. I take 2 days to fight, think about what dish I will cook. So there is a difference in
see,
the two.
see, these two dishes, they take more of preparation time. The cooking time is
Right.
very less, but the
Right.
preparation time is more because you need to cut all the vegetables in the
Mm.
same size, or else it becomes quite difficult while eating.
Right.
So prep time is more, cooking time is less. So that is why I choose these two dishes.
Right. Right. Devdeep is writing, show your special neem pata bhaja as well.
Oh yes, I remember that was back in Vizag. So we decided that we would have neem pata bhaja one day. So we got it
Mm,
from the kitchen and I mean from the
Mm-hmm.
market, and we put it for frying. So I got busy doing something else, and suddenly I realized that the neem pada was frying, and I went there and I saw it was into flames. So basically, all that was left was ashes of neem pada.
Mm. Right. So Devdeep is saying yes, exactly. I also thought the same. ভিডিওটাকে swipe কর নিজের লেফটের দিকে, then you can see the comments.
Okay, great. Thanks, Deepti. Now I
Yeah,
can see.
yeah. Right. So
Actually,
these two
yeah.
dishes look amazing. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you cook much more than this. I have heard about your sandwiches about a year back also, that you cook for
And
everyone at work. I remember that. So
yeah,
if if you have to select a vegetarian dish for cooking, what will be your favorite one?
uh, I like cooking veg. For veg, I would say I like cooking chola dal.
Hmm.
Uh, I like dal makhni. I like sauteed vegetables like this because I don't like having rice or roti, so I prefer more of vegetables and dal. So when I'm not on a non-veg diet, when I'm on a veg diet, I usually prefer dal and chola dal, boiled vegetables, and all of this. I haven't tried my hand at biryani. Uh, I never got the time and the patience to do that actually. Uh, Other than that, yeah, aloo dum. What else? I made a lot of things. I cooked a lot of things when I was in Vizag. We were stuck in Vizag. So I used to think and I used to cook all of these things. Back at
Mm.
home, I usually don't get time to cook. So
Right, right.
even now that I'm on a live session, I'll have to probably get off the session and I have a few reports that are pending and I'll start with that. So
But
very,
this is your
very
dinner, right?
hectic. Yeah, this is my dinner.
Right. At least you'll have good food today, thanks to the live
Yeah.
session. All right. So anything, any parting words that you would like to say to our audience who have been watching you throughout?
I'd like to say thank you, a big thank you for everyone for joining the session. And we should probably meet up and so that you guys can actually taste all of this. Uh, just want to wish all the best to all of you guys. Stay safe,
Mhm,
stay healthy, and
mhm.
let's meet up soon.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sam, for your time. I know you lead a very hectic life, but still you took out this 45 minutes for this session. Thank you very much for that. And
Thank you.
definitely maybe a few thanks, Mom. As you can see, Devdeep is saying, and he has said something else. Sam, chingri machar malai curry.
Okay. Okay.
So
Yeah.
maybe one more session we can have a few, in a couple of months down the line when you can only cook Bengali dish. Maybe that will be something. Then
Absolutely.
Devdeep will be very happy at that time. So
Yeah.
we can do that. Right. So till then, thank you everyone for joining, and thank you once again, Sam, and all of you have a wonderful and safe pujo, which is starting in 3 days' time. Thank you, everyone.
Absolutely. Happy Puja, guys. Thank you.
Happy puja.